Yeah, I assume that they're both going to be really weak, but I have like the quest reward there.
I think it's probably about the same.
Mm.
Like,
Uh,
cause on my paladin, like whenever I did it, like I would switch between a two hand and a one hand and a shield.
Winterhoof Water Well. Where's that?
Way, oh, it doesn't even say. We have to read the quest.
Oh no, quest reading.
Southeast. Is this it right
Right.
here?
Uh,
I don't think it
I don't
is.
know. Looks like a windmill. Oh no, it's totally a well.
No, that's
I
not.
think. Wait, what is?
I have no idea what this is. What about this over here?
That other spinning thing?
Yeah. It's weird to see a goblin roll.
Can they be monks?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, that's right. They made it so that the cataclysm races can't be monks. That might be a well. Oh yeah, we discovered well. Don't know how this is a well. It's the same thing as the other. But whatever.
Yeah, this one doesn't even have water. The other one had water. That was kind of cool because like you had to read the quest. Like it didn't show you where it was.
Yeah, like actually going on an adventure. That's fun. You have to figure out what you're doing. I can understand how it gets annoying. Like RuneScape quests, which I played RuneScape for 11 years now. So
Yeah, I heard that's a great game, but I know it's old, but it's still good. It's
yeah, it
kind of before my time.
a lot of ways RuneScape does quests really well, but other ways it's like, oh god, stop it, please. Like they give you no direction whatsoever for their quests. It's literally just go figure it out.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty cool. I guess you can always just look it up, but
Yeah, and that's why everybody there's like websites just dedicated to guides for the quests since they're literally hours long and all story driven. They usually require some silly thing that you'd never think of.
yeah, I think that's definitely better though because like with this, it's just kind of mindlessly just
Hmm.
doing whatever it says.
Like on RuneScape, they have like 250 quests or something, and that's the total. And on here, we can literally do like 50 quests in the starting area.
Yeah,
The whole idea of what a quest is fundamentally different.
yeah, definitely.
But also, the story revolves a lot differently when it comes to the quests in RuneScape. With RuneScape, the story revolves around you being this hero, and you eventually become like the guardian of the entire world.
Nice. Like,
And it's all basically like a single player story. But then, and wow, they're always so terrified to give you
not yet.
the whole single player aspects. Like, oh no, you are this greatest hero.
Like RuneScape, you like questing is not the main way you level up, is it, or something like that?
No, no,
You just like
it's
grind.
yeah, he's just grinding.
What's like the max level?
uh, there's multiple forms of that. The max level you can have for a skill is 99, or depending, there's two skills that you can get up to 120. But for the most part, it's 99. And then you can have a combat level if you have all of your combat skills up to 99. Your combat level will go up to 138 at the moment. And that's how they do that. But the best gear in the game can be worn at like level 80 in your skills, or like 80 or 90. So the gear and everything, it's all just a fundamentally different game. It plays like a point and click. I know that RuneScape isn't nearly as popular as WoW and everything, but they should just like sit back and take a few notes on how to do things.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what direction like World of Warcraft is going in. Like if they're trying to like get new players into the game or something, but it doesn't really seem to be catering to. I mean, I guess it does cater to old players by making it easy to level up, because you don't want to see this over and over. Like you want to just get through it. But
Yeah, but most of those old players already have characters and they don't want new ones.
yeah, that's kind of how I am.
That's why they made the heirlooms in the first place, so that the people who've already been here can just skip.
Yeah, heirlooms were good, but like in like Wrath of the Lich King,
Hmm.
but like it was still like hard to level up. Like I leveled up with heirlooms and recruit a friend bonus and Wrath of the Lich King, and it's still like it was really fast, but still probably not as fast as it is now.
Oh no, definitely not. It's pre-Cato world. I think you even still had to read quest text back then.
Yeah, it was the same as vanilla, I guess, basically. Except you had
Just
heirlooms.
slightly easier.
Yeah, it was definitely easier, but like this, you had to figure stuff out, and there was no like
Hmm.
quest hopper wasn't built into the game.
Yeah, it was a fundamentally different game. Well, I understand if they need to make like monetary decisions on how they build the game and everything, but I don't see why it would cost more or less to do it a certain way rather than a different way. Because I know like having to reuse textures and reusing skins, models, that kind of thing, that makes sense for monetary.
Yeah.
But having less of a story or a story that doesn't make sense doesn't really matter with the amount of money you have, as long as you have, if you have the set amount of money, if you just make the story a bit more condensed but makes sense, it would still cost the same as making it super spread out until it doesn't make sense at the end, like WoD.
Yeah.
And that's why I just don't understand what they're doing with the game.
Well, like one thing, it seems like the quest experience is like way more linear. Like in Warlords of Draenor, like there was really just kind of a set path. Like for one thing, like garrisons, like it's not optional. Like you have to get it. Like you can't even do any quests until you get a garrison. And like you know, in the original game, it was just like you can just sort of go over wherever you want and do whatever you want, and you can just find stuff out in the world. Like there was really no set path on what you had to do to level up.
Yeah, leveling has become more of a like monotonous thing now. It's like go to zone, complete all quests in zone, go to next zone.
Yeah, and like you don't even get to finish the.
Yeah,
Like
a
the
lot of times
story.
you don't get to finish anymore. But at
Yeah.
least they're fixing that with Legion for the most part.
Yeah, they had that. Like they talked about that in Hazakostas, and
What are we doing?
I don't know. Oh yeah, like I was over here on Astarius, and like inside that cave, like is like it was huge in there.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's like it was like a dungeon almost. It was like so big in there.
Hmm.
I think that, but they talked about like scaling the old zones, so like you could. Oh, I just got a staff.
Oh, is that any good?
Yeah,
Oh, nice. Yeah, because you use staffs, don't you?
+2 damage.
Sweet. There we go. Now we actually have the things we're supposed to be killing.
I think there's some quest to go over to that like caravan over there.
Where's that caravan at? Oh man, Malachites.
Can we use the auction house?
I don't think you can.
Probably don't need to anyway.
No, I don't think you're because it's supposed to be all like solo play. So I guess I would consider like trading.
Um, let's let's wait for these mobs to respawn because I think they have an item that begins a quest. Or I thought they did.
There were mobs here?
I think so. Yeah, like this. There's one over here.
Oh.
I thought they had an item that begins a quest, but maybe not. Nope.
Oh, I'm being attacked. Oh, he was green. I couldn't see him. He's hiding in the leaves. Yeah, I do way more damage on a paladin than I do with a rogue.
Yeah, paladins are pretty good. Like for the first like 10 or 15 levels.
Yeah.
They're weak. They don't like their heals are really weak though. But their damage is pretty good.
I feel like a rogue would be really nice though, just because of that stealth and being able to sap.
Yeah.
There was the one guy on the website who was level like 98 as a rogue. But then the second place guy was like 70.
Yeah, it seems like stealth would be. I mean, you'd be really squishy, but it seems like you'd have good damage and stealth was extremely useful.
Top of the fact that you run faster than stealth, so there's no point to ever be out of it.
Yeah. It's too bad we couldn't have been a Tauren rogue. Tauren monk is
Yeah.
Tauren monk is the closest thing you can be to a Tauren rogue. Yeah, the monk's mobility will probably be pretty useful.
Oh yeah, you can run away from stuff at least.
For just fleeing in terror.
Yep. It also said in the rules that like we weren't allowed to do raids or anything.
Yeah, I don't think we can do any
I was just
instances.
kind of like confused about that. I was like, if it's just like soloing it, why? Because it'd be really nice to be able to get in and do like the Elixir raid and get that bag.
That's true.
But then it's like you just don't use any of the other gear. So I wonder why that's a rule.
I guess it's just a general rule to like so that you won't find loopholes.
Oh man, I've never caught that pet before. I'm gonna have to come back here later.
Are you allowed to pet battle?
I don't think so.
Seems like I've seen people pet battling before. I think maybe you have like a limited number you can do or something like that, but I don't even know.
Probably.
You do get experience on your character for that, right?
Yeah. I think that's probably why it's not.
You could just level from 1 to 100 pet battling.
And people have done that, which is weird. Oh yeah, he has a quest. Oh god, you have to read the quest text on that one too.
Oh yeah, I think this quest is like from Burning Crusade, and like some kid like is that like the NPC is like voiced by some kid.
Yeah, it was like the Make-A-Wish thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's glad to see he's still in the game.